They called him primetime, not because of his athletic talent, but because he was a movie star, playing football. A showman who backed up every single word with performances that made elite receivers look like they'd never played the sport before. But here's the debate that still rages today. Was Deion Sanders the most talented cornerback in NFL history? Not the best, not the greatest, the most talented. Let's be serious. There's a difference. Greatest means career accomplishments. Talented means raw ability. And when it comes to pure God-given talent, Deion Sanders might be untouchable. So today we're breaking down exactly why primetime might be the most talented corner to ever put on a helmet. The skills, the speed, the swag, everything that made him completely unstoppable when he actually tried. And let's start with the most obvious thing. Deion Sanders was faster than a rumor in a small town. Deion's speed wasn't normal. He'd 4.27 in the 40-yard dash. Context, that's faster than many wide receivers and many running backs. But here's something even more interesting about the whole thing. That wasn't just straight line speed. It was functional speed. The kind of speed that lets him run stride for stride, fastest receivers in the NFL, and make it look effortless. Jerry Rice, the greatest receiver ever, said when Deion covered him, it was like having a shadow that moved before you did. Michael Irvin, another Hall of Famer, said he was the only corner he could never shake. When Deion ran with you, he wasn't chasing. He was escorting you away from the football, like a bouncer removing someone from a club. But speed alone doesn't make you the most talented corner ever. Plenty of fast guys can't play coverage. Deion could cover anyone, anywhere, at any time. He played man coverage like he was reading the receiver's mind, knew where they were going before they did, stayed in their hip pocket like he was sewn to their jersey. Coaches would put him on an island. No safety help, no double teams. Just Deion versus the best receiver on the field. And Deion would shut them down, week after week, year after year. But if you think lockdown coverage is impressive, wait until you hear about what Deion did with the ball in his hands. Deion Sanders wasn't just a cornerback. He was a return specialist. A touchdown waiting to happen every time he touched the ball. 9 return touchdowns in his career. 6 interception returns. 3 punt returns. When Deion caught an interception, offensive coordinators immediately dropped into the fetal position because he wasn't just running it back, he was taking it to the house. Primetime would catch the ball, hit top speed in 3 steps, and suddenly he was gone. Defenders couldn't catch him, couldn't angle him off, couldn't do anything except watch him celebrate in the end zone. Now, if you think being a shutdown corner and elite returner is impressive, Deion did something that no other cornerback in NFL history has done. Deion Sanders played professional baseball and football at the same time, not as a hobby, professionally in the major leagues. He played 9 seasons in Major League Baseball for the Yankees, Braves, Reds, and Giants, batted .263 lifetime, had 558 hits, and 186 stolen bases. This freak of nature would finish a baseball game and fly to an NFL city to play football the next day. Insane. Now, most athletes can barely play one professional sport. Deion dominated 2 simultaneously while looking fresh and performing at an elite level in both. As a matter of fact, he's the only athlete to ever play in both a Super Bowl and a World Series. That's not just down to talent. That's a genetic lottery winner combined with work ethic and pure athletic ability that, let's be honest, probably shouldn't exist. It's not fair to the rest of us. But if you think 2-sport dominance is his peak achievement, wait until you hear about the mental side of Deion's game. Deion Sanders had the most important skill for a cornerback: unshakable confidence. Most corners get beaten once and start second-guessing themselves. They start playing soft and start giving receivers too much cushion. But in Deion's case, he would get beaten and immediately forget it happened. Next play, he's pressing at the line again, talking trash, and acting like nothing happened. That level of mental toughness is rare, the kind that we only see in athletes like Michael Jordan, Max Verstappen, and Tom Brady. A lot of players, on the other hand, let one bad play snowball into a bad game. Deion's brain didn't work that way. He had the memory of a goldfish when it came to mistakes, but the memory of an elephant when it came to success. He'd make one great play and ride that confidence for an entire quarter. And frankly, that swagger was a weapon. Receivers knew he was confident. It got in their heads, made them overthink, and made them make mistakes. Deion won the mental battle before the ball was even snapped. Now, if you think confidence is what made him special, The real secret was something nobody talks about. Deion Sanders had the best ball skills of any cornerback ever. I'm talking about 53 career interceptions. But it's not the number that matters. It's how he caught them. Most corners knock balls down. Play it safe. Make sure the receiver doesn't catch it. Deion went for the interception every time. He'd high point the ball like a receiver, adjust midair, and catch balls that should have easily been incompletions. He played defense like offense. He thought like a receiver and knew where the ball was going and attacked. That's talent you can't teach. You either have those instincts or you don't. Deion had them, and he used them to terrorize quarterbacks for 14 years. On the other hand, a hilariously notable aspect of Primetime's NFL reign was his tackling, or more accurately, his lack of tackling. Deion Sanders was a terrible tackler. Let's just say it. Deion didn't like contact, didn't wrap up, and didn't try to bring ball carriers down. Business decisions. That's what he called them. A running back would come his way, and Deion would just let him go. Wouldn't even attempt to tackle. He'd rather give up a few yards than risk getting hurt. Was it selfish? Maybe. Was it smart? Absolutely. Deion knew his value wasn't in tackling. It was in coverage, in shutting down receivers, in changing how offenses game planned. So he protected his body, stayed healthy, and played at an elite level for 14 years. Most cornerbacks get hurt making tackles. Deion avoided that risk entirely. Smart? Yes. Frustrating for teammates? Also yes. But it didn't matter. Because when Deion was covering your best receiver, that guy wasn't catching anything anyway. But if you think avoiding tackles is the only controversial thing about Deion, wait until you hear about his effort level. Deion Sanders didn't play hard every down. He'd take plays off. He wouldn't chase receivers on the other side of the field. He wouldn't help in run support unless the ball came directly at him. Coaches hated it. Teammates noticed. Fans complained. But here's the thing. Deion didn't need to play hard every down. When quarterbacks threw at him, he shut it down. When the ball came his way, he made plays. The rest of the time, he was chilling, saving energy, making business decisions. Was it the right approach? Depends on your perspective, but it worked. Deion played 14 seasons, 8 Pro Bowls, 6 first-team All-Pros, and got 2 Super Bowl rings. His approach kept him healthy, kept him elite, and kept him getting paid. Most players burn out trying to go 100% every play. Deion figured out how to be elite while conserving energy. That's talent, meaning intelligence. If you think Deion's game had weaknesses, you're right, but they didn't matter because his strengths were so overwhelming. So there you have it. When it comes to Deion Sanders, he might be untouchable. Other corners were more complete, more consistent, better teammates, and more willing to sacrifice their bodies. But nobody had more talent than Primetime. Nobody made it look easier, and nobody had the combination of speed, coverage, hands, and confidence that Deion possessed. He was a freak athlete who happened to play cornerback, and when he locked in, when he actually tried, he was unstoppable. Now, if you think Deion's swagger was legendary, hit that subscribe button and wait until you see what happens when aging superstars get desperate for one last ring and completely humiliate themselves in the process. I'm talking about Hall of Fame legends abandoning teams that love them, joining bitter rivals they once hated, and embarrassing themselves on national television in pathetic attempts to get a championship before retirement. Check it out over here.